Hello.
Hello.
I'm Caitlin Powell.
And I'm Kate Butch.
And this is Queers Gone By, the show where we talk about nostalgic film, TV and snacks and try to work out if that's what made us queer.
Today,
A very special episode.
a very special day.
Yes.
We are joined by a special guest in the studio.
Yes. Mother has arrived.
We're joined by the fabulous, the award-winning...
Award nominated.
Award
winning.
adjacent.
Oh no, I've won some stuff. It's just too much, I can't remember.
It's, of course, our mother, our drag mother.
Yes.
It's Crudi Dench.
Hiya, you're right, loves.
Hello, Crudi.
How are you? You right?
Yeah, very well. How are you? Thank you.
Sick. I'm dead sick. I've also been back to Liverpool this weekend, so I'm proper scouse at the
You're
moment.
proper scouse.
Yeah.
It's lovely
Apologies
to
in
see.
advance.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, honestly. Like, since you've started this podcast, I've listened to every episode.
Oh.
And I
true
love
fan.
it. And also, I offer wisdom in this regard, because I don't know whether you know this, but I wasted 3 years of my life doing a film and TV production degree, on which I wrote various essays on children's TV. So I'm very... Yeah,
oh god,
yeah.
we got someone qualified.
I know, an expert. But the trash we're watching today, I don't think I would have written an essay on in particular.
You said trash, you did choose it.
I did choose it, yes.
But before we get on to that, you've brought us some fabulous nostalgic snacks.
I have done,
Do you
yeah.
want to open
What scran you got, Crudi?
What scran you got?
What scran have I got? Well, it's shiny. It's exciting. You get them at parties a lot, as a clue.
Strippers.
Yeah, strippers.
Cocaine.
Strippers and cocaine. Every year at the Wacky Warehouse, it was mad. That's why it was wacky. They were all on drugs. No, I've got you some party rings.
Oh, they're so aesthetic.
Every day's a
Yeah.
party with a party ring.
And they're vegan as well.
They are.
Fully vegan.
Fully insane.
Are they?
Yeah.
Can we dig in?
Yeah.
Dig in, yeah.
What's your favourite colour?
Now, you do know how to pick up a party ring, don't you?
Stick your finger right down the hole.
Yeah, right down the hole. Go on. Stick your finger
I
in
don't
the
know
hole.
which
Go on.
Do the colours taste different? I can never remember.
No, but
No,
you know.
they're all-
I'm going to go
taste
for a
like
pink
sugar.
one because I'm gay.
Oh,
I'm going to go with a light pink one because
Light pink one.
I'm bi.
What are you going to go for?
I'm gonna go with the this purple one here.
Purple and white.
We've gone for the prettiest one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
yellow one I don't care for. Should we
No.
like rub the rings?
Rub your rings
rub
together.
the rings.
Rub your rings along with us.
Make a wish.
Oh,
I feel like normally we say the snacks are worse than we remember. This is sweeter than I remember.
I mean, I must admit that it has been not very long since I last had a party ring because I fucking love party rings.
We had one at my house.
Yeah, I'll bring them round. Yeah, bravado. Everywhere I go, everywhere's a party with a party ring. Oh, I do love it though. It's great and it's vegan. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
It does take me back to a childhood birthday
A simpler
party
time.
in the Wacky Warehouse in the ball.
Why does nobody do party bags anymore?
I don't know. The party bags are the best part of the party.
Yeah.
I think some people do party bags, but they end up being twats. So
Okay.
I think someone who isn't a twat needs to do a party ring. Party ring?
Yeah.
A party bag and.
Well,
I know someone
It's
who
like
used to go to parties selling NOS in balloons to raise money for the Drama Society.
I beg your pardon.
That's kind of a party bag, isn't it? It's a grown-up
Yeah.
party bag.
Selling
Bag
what in
full of
balloons?
party.
Nitrous oxide.
Oh right, okay. I thought you said knots. I thought somebody was going around knotting your balloons for you.
I
I was
need
like,
that.
what a skill.
Then.
That is a skill. Not everybody can do it.
I
I
can't.
can't
Yeah.
blow up a balloon. Don't
Can't
have the,
you?
Don't have the lung
Don't have the
capacity.
puff.
We
Clear,
do.
We do. Had the puff for far too long.
Should we talk about what we've just watched?
Yes.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a tot. Je suis un tot. Tilly, Tom,
and
and
Tiny.
We're the tots on Tots TV.
Tots TV. We are the Tots on Tots TV.
We could all...
Tag
We can all
yourself.
tag yourself.
I mean, you're a red-headed woman, so you have to be Tilly.
Okay, I'm also a fucking cunt. Just like Tilly.
We're also pricks,
Yeah.
like the others. Tom and Which one are you out of Tom and Tiny?
I feel like you've got
Um,
Tom's hair.
You're the older one, so you
Yeah,
can be Tom.
Yeah.
I'll be Tom.
I'm a
We're
fresh
just
young
pricks in
twink.
the corner. We just go and eat sweets and ignore everyone else.
That's what this podcast is. Right, yeah, we watched Tots TV.
Yeah.
Which was a fabulous time.
Yeah, no,
great.
this is very, very nostalgic for me. This is talking like, reception year one, like 4 or 5. This was very young. I definitely had a video of this.
Oh yeah, we were watching it from a video.
Yeah.
Well, a YouTube rip of a video from 1999. Is it originally 93?
93 it first
Bloody
started,
hell.
I believe, yeah.
So we're going for 6 years at least.
6 years of that nonsense. Who commissioned that?
Some choices were made on this.
Because it's not talking about the puppets themselves, you know, they're not that animated.
No.
Like the mouths don't really move. They sort of
It
move
was
in
the
and out.
most, like, uncanny valley bullshit I've
Yeah.
ever seen. It was terrifying.
The mouths, they're kind of like they're stuck. Someone's mouth was stitched together, and someone was like pushing behind it to
Yeah.
try and get out. If you haven't seen Tots TV, basically it follows the lives
A free top.
of 3 tots.
Three
Tots.
They live
look
on
like
their
adults.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah, they...
They act like adults.
They
like,
live-
They act like selfish young adults.
they sort of have an elfish quality to them.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I would say more goblin. Cheeky
Goblin.
goblins who live in a house on their own.
Yes,
But
in the middle of
house
the woods.
doesn't exist.
No.
The house is animated.
This isn't real.
No, so it's like it starts off on a blank page,
And
then
then
like,
the house gets
arrives
animated.
with
Yeah.
animation, and then manifests into reality.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to move these party rings away. I'm gonna just keep talking about them and put them there. Oh, bloody love party rings. The house manifests itself, and inside the house are 3 goblins.
Horrible goblins. One of them's French.
Why was one of them French?
So we've got Tilly, who's the French one.
Yeah.
She's got red hair.
Yeah.
Tom,
Who is voiced by an old man.
an old gay.
Yeah.
Old gay.
He's an old gay.
He sounds like literally. He sounds like he's my grandmother from Luton. Oh, hello. You all right?
None of them know how to enunciate.
No.
It's been a
Could have been the
problem.
terrible VHS quality.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Probably both.
Yes.
And then we got Tiny.
Who's got green hair.
Green hair.
Yeah.
And is a prick.
Yeah.
They're
all pricks in their own special way.
We'll go into great detail in how they're all pricks. They of course live with a donkey as well.
Lovely donkey.
Lovely donkey.
Oh, we let our friend donkey. And there's also a malevolent spirit called
Yes,
Boo.
Boo.
Oh,
Who's
I thought
like
he was like a puppy or
He's like
something.
a furry, like
It's a mound of pubic hair.
he's like a
With
toupee.
eyes pointing in
Yeah.
the wrong direction.
He's a toupee with ideas above his station.
Same.
Who just he just runs around in the house and like causes mischief and just looks at things.
I mean, he wasn't really involved in any of the episodes.
He
we
wasn't
watched.
too mischievous at this
No.
point, but he was there,
Yeah.
looking,
Going hello.
observing,
Yeah. Having a great time.
silently, and of course the famous Sac Magique.
Sac magique.
Is it
Welcome
camp?
to the stage, Sac Magique. I love her.
So camp.
It's very camp.
It's a rainbow bag,
A rainbow
Yeah.
bag, yeah.
and it's a magic sack.
Mm.
Oi oi.
Oi oi, rainbow magic sack, and the Sac Magique only featured in the one of the 3
Yeah. One of
episodes.
the
We watched
3
3 episodes because they're only 5 minutes long. And it was honestly it's the most I've laughed watching
Yeah.
any of these.
It's amazing.
And I wrote down as well, horrid legs.
Yeah. So horrid mouths, horrid legs.
Yeah. But the problem is...
they're very up and down. No knee.
Yeah.
No knee. So they sort of bounce everywhere like pogo sticks.
But they were clearly quite proud of the way they'd done the legs because there are an insane amount of like just shots of the legs. So they were clearly like, okay, we've got to get the legs in. They're gonna bloody love the
We've
legs.
spent £20,000 on these legs.
Yeah.
They're getting into every episode.
It's just weird because they're probably hand puppets, aren't they?
Yeah.
Kind of like the Muppets.
Yes, yeah.
So when you see Kermit's legs, that's horrifying. Because you're like, you shouldn't. No, your legs is a man's forearm.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point. They clearly made a choice to have so much leg when they should have been like,
Do you
no.
reckon the legs are separate
Oh,
when they filmed them stomping? Do you reckon it's just someone
Yeah.
with some
Oh,
sticks?
yeah.
and legs?
absolutely.
100%,
Yeah.
Oh, horrid legs.
Can you imagine when they were filming? There's a bit in one of the episodes we watched, they were outside, lying down. The legs will be separate. Can you imagine if they just blew away? Oh no! Tilly, I've lost my legs!
Oh no! What's French for legs?
Sacre, no.
Sacre bleu. Merde. So the first episode we watched is called Naughty Puppies.
I think there were a number of videos that we could have chosen from YouTube. But Naughty Puppies really stood out.
Naughty
to us.
Puppies and Other Stories.
Yes.
Naughty puppies.
Naughty puppies.
Although I would argue the puppies weren't doing anything wrong.
No, the
No.
puppies were.
The puppies, if anything, are the good guys in this story.
It was Tom who's the villain of the piece.
Yes.
Excuse me.
You're right, love.
No, I've got
Dying,
a
are
bit of
you?
cough. I'm dying, yeah.
About bloody time. I also my washing machine's going because I thought it would be done by now. But
Also, there's a crane outside. There's the police. We're all drinking tea very loudly.
you can hear it clunking on the table. Go
Yeah.
on, clunk it on the table.
Clank.
So Naughty Puppies begins
Yeah.
quite abruptly.
With a random wall in a garden.
Yeah, and someone
Well, should we? So they have the theme tune obviously beforehand.
email as well to add to our.
Add to our cacophony of
Telling me
noises.
my high up episode is finished
Oh,
uploading.
lovely,
so
lovely time.
Enjoy
enjoy that
that.
in the past.
Yeah.
You have the theme tune. I'm a tot, je suis un tot.
Tilly
Tea-
Chocolate
Tiny.
Yeah. And then after that, they go straight into this episode. They're out of the house and they've trespassed into a man's garden.
It's a human man.
Yeah, a human man. Tom Selleck is having a lie down.
It is the straightest man. Because like
Yeah.
I said, random wall. He just put a wall up because he
Yeah.
fancied it.
Was
Yeah.
it not a barbecue pit?
It looked like a random wall to me.
It could be. Well, they could be the same thing.
To cook the puppies in.
And the random man has two puppies.
Mm-hmm.
He's not taking care of them at all because
No.
he is
No,
very
it's
much asleep
Asleep, yeah.
In a deck chair.
in a deck chair with slippers on.
Again, a straight activity.
Very straight
Slippers in
as
the
well.
garden.
Yeah, hello.
It's like a tartan slipper.
Put on a sandal.
It's a navy
Put on
tartan.
a croc.
It's a navy tartan slipper.
Very
The
mask.
straightest pattern.
Yeah.
And he's got two puppies that are just left to their own devices
Yes, having a great time.
before three goblins turn up and start influencing
To ruin
them,
their day.
giving them thoughts of evil.
Yeah.
Tilly Tom Tiny are just they're behind the wall having a watch
Yeah.
because the humans that operate them have to hide somewhere. Just imagine
That's
them
why the wall's there. It's the only reason the wall's
lying on the ground behind the wall with their
done a
arms up
hedge.
in their
They could have done something more realistic than a random wall. I'm so furious about this wall.
A small fence. Anything.
Thing.
And then they see the puppies. Tom says that I love puppies, I do. I love puppies.
Yeah.
I do. You can imagine Tom saying, I didn't become a little bit of a slag. I became a total slag. I did. And then Tom goes and fucks about with the puppies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. Well, he grabs the guy's slipper.
He's like, yeah, what puppies like to play with?
Slippers.
Slippers.
I felt like, and you know, I like to play with them too. Like it was proper creepy.
He would definitely look like copped a sniff of the man's feet
Yeah,
as he
yeah,
took
for
the slippers
sure, for
off.
sure.
Oh,
then-
very nice. Cheesy feet.
And then there's just extended footage of puppies playing with slippers, which I was on board with, but it
fan
went
of
on a while.
They were lovely puppies, though.
Lovely puppies.
Tiny goes, Tom, for goodness sake!
Yeah.
I love the phrase, for goodness sake.
For goodness sake.
I watched an old episode of The Bill the other day. Don't ask me why. My housemate watches it. All cops are bastards. It's fine, she doesn't listen to it. This bastard. And someone said, "Oh, I'm sick to the back teeth of it." What a
Classic.
phrase.
Oh,
Love
my
it.
favourite is Wind Your Neck In.
Wind your
Wind your
neck
neck
in.
in. Love
It's a
Wind it all the way back in.
yeah.
And then Tilly said, Tom, no. No, Tom. Attention. No, Tom.
And then she says, je adire.
Idée.
Idée.
Bonne idée. That's a good idea. That's what that means.
Ah.
But she said something about idée.
Yeah, idée.
I went to French for like 8 years to do
I
classes.
did not,
And I
can you tell?
learned nothing. I went to Disneyland last year in Paris. And I was like, I'm going to go and be so great at French. Because we were staying with someone in an Airbnb who didn't speak a word of English. I was like, going to be so fine at 8 years of French. And then I got there and I realised that the only words I knew were for pants and for being tired.
Pantalon.
Culotte is for
Culotte.
knickers. And then to be tired, if you say I'm tired, it's je suis fatigué. Which, fatigué, relatable
Yeah.
content. That's why I remembered it. Yeah, and they say, oh no, all the time, everything bad's happening. Play with the puppies.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you meant
yes.
in your house.
No. Tilly is like, oh no.
Why is she French?
Because we don't really
Such
learn
was-
French
no.
from
No,
her.
she's just French.
Why not? French people exist, Crudi.
I know, but not in goblin form.
Le
A goblin is a very English concept.
Yeah.
Bonjour, Monsieur Goblin. Salut. D'accord. And then tragedy occurs with the slippers.
The slipper breaks in twain.
Yeah.
Deux slipper.
Yeah. Hence the conceit of the naughty puppies.
Yeah.
When in fact, it's Naughty Tom.
It's Naughty Tom.
Naughty Tom.
What an absolute prick.
Such a prick.
Tom
What,
is...
he's come in, he's trespassed into this man's garden. He's taken one of his shoes, not Tom Selleck's shoes, not Tom's shoes. He's taken one of his slippers, given it to dogs, and then ripped it apart.
And they're like, oh, the puppies.
Also,
Naughty puppies.
Also, it's very clear, like, it's not the dogs that have taken apart the slipper. The slipper has clearly been scissored in half by a member of production staff.
Yeah, a
And
poor
then-
runner, just like, oh.
And then print stick together. It then takes approximately 25 seconds on a shot to actually rip the slippers in half.
Very cleanly, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tom is chaotic evil.
Yes.
He is.
But this is in contrast to the later episodes we watch, where Tom is like the sensible one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always thought
I remembered
that.
Tom as
Yeah.
the sensible one, but he... Well, everyone's got to have an off day, haven't they?
Yeah. We didn't see Tom at his best.
He's let himself down.
Yeah.
Bless him. And then, but luckily...
Je idée.
Tilly...
We're learning. We're having fun.
Laughing and learning. Tilly remembers that we possess in our possession...
A magic sack.
the magic sac. Sac magique.
Sac
magique.
Sac magique. And miraculously, out of the sac magique pop 2 slippers.
The campest slippers I've ever seen.
But also, with the Sac Magique, I can't remember when I was little it moving so violently when magic was happening. It was literally jerking itself off in there.
But there's got to be like another poor runner, like forcing a
Yeah.
slipper like through the back of Tiny into the sac magique, out at the top of the sac magique, and then doing it again with the second
Yeah.
slipper. The slippers, to describe them: feathers,
Feathers,
fluffy,
blue, pink, bejeweled.
sequenced.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be
sequins.
out of place at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be out of place on my own feet.
Yes.
I loved them.
Pure
I loved
camp.
them. Pure camp. And they're like, put them on the feet. Chausson. That's French for shoes. That's what she says.
Discotheque.
Yeah.
That's not French for shoes, but
You know.
keep trying.
I've written in
I'm
big,
having fun.
written big letters here, gay trickery. Which I think is the theme of this 5-minute short film.
Where they put the slippers on the man.
And then the man doesn't even notice.
Man gets up and walks away.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe-
he's not a straight icon.
Maybe.
A straight icon.
A straight icon. Ugh.
That's an oxymoron.
I think if there is a straight icon, this man in a deck chair
Who has no lines.
is a straight icon.
But then they put him on and he doesn't bat an eyelid. We don't see his eyelids, so he might be batting them. We just see his feet walking into his house. But he seems okay with it.
Yeah.
We've assumed a lot about this man.
Yeah.
He could be walking inside to his husband.
Could be.
Actually, it's 1993, so...
He was.
No.
Absolutely not. Husband's dead.
Oh my god!
I won't go further with that. You all know what I mean.
Should we talk about the next episode? The next episode was my favourite. This is
Was it?
Tom's storybook.
This was your favourite. That's an interesting choice.
Oh, I hated this one.
This was my absolute favourite. Because it opens...
Oh, it opens
Oh, the
amazing.
opening
With
30 seconds.
Tiny and Tilly lying on a field.
Fuck.
They fucked. They've absolutely fucked. They've got their legs out.
Yep.
Again.
For the lads.
They're just like giggling and like giggling at nothing, like, ha ha ha, we've eaten all the sweets.
We know what that's code for.
I think we should recreate this. 'Cause- no, we're not going to do the fucking.
For the gram.
For the gram. The brand new gram at Quiz Gone By.
At Quiz Gone By, brand
At
new
Quiz
gram.
Gone By on the gram. Because you identify as Tilly.
Yes.
I identify as Tiny.
The 3 genders.
And bloody Tom in the middle. Dicking about with dogs.
I've got my healthy food.
We should get our legs out on a field.
Get your legs out on the field.
We could Stratton Common.
Let's do it now. We've got a suite. We've got party rings.
I love this.
Remember, you've got to walk like you have no knees.
Luckily, I don't. They're just like giggling. We've eaten. It's got some kind of like Parisian rom-com.
Yeah.
But they've just fucked in a field.
Yeah. So very much an English rom-com.
It's Katie Hopkins.
Yeah.
She's a bad feminist as well.
It's not the two of us in a club. It's not me and Katie Hopkins. We don't have a group chat.
So Tom's left at home.
Mm-hmm.
He's not part of the giggling.
No, he isn't.
However,
He's busy.
he can contact them because there's a phone in the field.
Yep, there's a phone in the field and a phone in the house.
And the phone number is 12345.
Yep. Very complicated phone number.
And Tiny picks it up and goes, "Hello, green phone 12345. It's Tiny and Tilly. We've eaten all the sweets."
Don't forget, they leave him high and dry for a good 30 seconds.
He's so
Yeah,
alone.
it's like I've got drunk phone call here.
Yeah.
Also, they're such pricks because Tom's like, "I've been writing a story," and then Tiny puts the phone to the side and goes, "He says he's writing a story. Shall I tell him where we are? Eating sweets." And Tiny's like, "No."
I've got the line here. He replies to Tom's request of wanting to hear the story with, "Oh, Tom, I'm sorry. I think I'm so full I can't answer the phone anymore."
I'm using that excuse from now on. I am too full.
I'm too full. I'm too full to read the story.
The phone's just ringing and he's like, "Oh, I think I'm too full to pick up the phone." And then he's like, "Come on down, listen to my story. It's all about sweets." And then they're like, "Tom, I think we're too full to listen to your story." To be fair, Tom's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to be
No.
read a story about. I'd make up any excuse I could think of.
Especially since, so they do eventually go and listen to the story, and it's about a rabbit with depression who gets pranked. That is the whole story.
The rabbit is, all he does is sit in bed and eat sweets. And his mum brings in some lettuce and he smashes it to the ground.
Yeah.
Classic incel rabbit.
I fell asleep during that bit. I don't remember that bit. When I was little, I don't remember animation or
No.
No, that was.
stories in Tots TV.
Didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Go back to tricking a man.
Yes.
Gay trickery.
Gay trickery, please.
There is some gay trickery against the rabbit.
Yeah, well, I would say that's very straight trickery.
Against the gay.
Yeah.
It's like the
This
rabbit
is homophobia.
The rabbit is too sad to speak to his friends. And I'm like, yes.
We've all been there.
We're all there.
It's a
still
miracle
there.
we're here at all.
What I didn't like about the animation in particular was the grey rabbit had no clothes on, which is very unsettling.
And
It's
also the
not
rabbit's
even Winnie the
other
Pooh in
rabbit-
it, you know.
Yeah, the other
Not
rabbits
even-
had scarves.
Yeah.
They were accessorising. Oh shit, maybe they are the gay rabbits. I didn't even think of that.
It's a complex world.
We need to weigh up all the evidence before us.
And I don't remember how they trick the rabbit.
They pull
They
his.
just pull his duvet and he
Yeah.
runs out into the street to get the duvet back. And he's
Naked.
like, "Wait, I just did a run.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a race now and win.
Sometimes it's the first steps.
Catch the 5k.
Oh,
Bless him.
So, yeah.
And then they're like, "That was a nice story, Tom." And they're lying.
Yeah.
yes.
Because it was a shit story.
Rubbish.
Honestly, I'd have stayed in that field.
Yeah.
They could have fucked again.
Yeah.
They were too full. Too
Too
full
full
for
to
fuck.
fuck again.
Too full to fuck.
Hashtag too full to fuck.
Same. That's my excuse. And then the last and final episode.
Was that the whole episode? Was that episode
Yeah.
2?
I can't remember
The
what
whole
happened.
thing.
Oh, I forgot that in between each episode, there's a random shot of Boo looking straight to camera,
Yeah.
and then they go, "Donkey,
Yeah.
lovely donkey."
Donkey.
The donkey's got his head in the house, and they're stroking him.
Mind your neck in, donkey.
Yeah. Points on the donkey. They can't look after fucking puppies. How are they looking after the donkey? I know they're different animals.
Probably more complex.
Maybe the donkey's looking after them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, that's a theory.
Yeah. Conspiracy. Conspiracy. We need to make one of those YouTube videos. Top 10 theories about Tots TV.
The donkey controls them all.
They're all at the mercy of the sac magique. That's where they birth
Who
from.
amongst us isn't at the mercy of the sac magique?
The sac magique. Right, so final episode that we watched.
Very sinisterly named.
On the bottom of the screen just flashes up. Accidents will happen.
So good.
The sac magique wrote that.
It's a warning.
All hail the sac magique. And they have a lovely little sing-song.
Yeah,
Well, they have a sing-song.
well, there's not really songs. They're more like just
Repeating the same line over and over.
repeating words to a tune.
I don't remember this at all. What do they do?
They're singing
Clean up the garden.
Oh,
clean
yeah.
up the garden.
Oh, fuck.
Cleaning up the garden, we're cleaning it up. And then Tiny's washing up the dishes, washing up the dishes, washing up the dishes, we're washing up the dishes.
And then Tilly's
It's
like,
like-
oh, la piscine. And then-
Something de maison, something. I'm like, yeah, we get you doing something with the house.
yeah.
It's the verb that I need, babe.
Nettoyer la maison.
What's that mean?
Something cleaning up the maison.
Something cleaning up, yeah.
Well, yeah, later he's like, you're cleaning up the house.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember actually, in my French, I remember Je range ma chambre, which is I tidy my room. Je range ma chambre. Je range ma chambre.
I'm surprised they're doing this. I thought they were too full to do anything.
Well, they're not, are they?
No.
Because not Tom, what's the other one? Tiny admits they're not doing any work at all. Tom's doing all the work. Do you not remember this? The conversation where she's like, I'm not really cleaning the house, and he's like, I'm not really washing the dishes.
Is this Conspiracy
that
3?
This happened, it's a conversation. Do you guys miss this?
I thought she was like, I love cleaning the house, and he was like, I love cleaning the dishes.
Yeah, he loves washing up.
I swear.
How
so it's
dare
not-
you slander Tiny
Yeah.
in
Well,
such a way?
it was taking him a good 5 minutes to clean one pan, so I just went from the evidence in front of
He's
me.
a tiny goblin, it takes him longer. I will make excuses for Tiny till the day
Okay.
I die. I'm the Tiny of this group.
Why are you a tiny apologist?
He's a useless twink.
You relate.
One day I'm just useless. I'm not a twink, I'm past my prime. And then Tilly's Je range ma chambre.
We.
And then they're like, oh... Tilly's like wafting cloths.
Yes.
Wafting a cloth.
Waft your cloths
As
out
all
with us.
French people do.
Yes.
Wafting their cloths out the window.
Filthy habit.
You can get arrested for that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. All the Tots TV kids, Tots, they all look like they have nits. Like, with all that wool in their hair. They're probably riddled.
Lice.
Riddled goblins.
Yeah, riddled goblins in their tiny house in the woods.
That doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
And then
Tom's
Tilly...
got his little wheelbarrow.
He's got a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
And Tilly throws a cloth over Tom's head out the window.
And then chaos. Well, the accident.
The accidents
happened.
will happen.
Yeah.
And so Tom is temporarily blinded by the cloth.
And just keeps on running.
For some reason, doesn't stop wheeling the wheelbarrow.
Because that's what you do when you're blinded. You just run wildly.
Yeah.
It's also famously difficult to stop a wheelbarrow by just putting the two prongs down at the back. Idiot. Dumb fucking Tots. Who gave him the wheelbarrow? And then he...
The donkey.
The sac magique.
Magic manifested the wheelbarrow.
Pushing that wheelbarrow out that bag. Oh. It's never the same again. Gaping.
We must wheel the wheelbarrow or the sac magique will be unhappy. We must scrub the dishes for the sac magique. And then he careers into Tiny washing the dishes,
Yeah.
who throws his pan in the air,
Conveniently lands in the washing up bowl there.
But also sprays.
Yeah, splashes.
splashes and sprays,
Yeah.
douses
Yeah.
Tilly
Who is in the wrong?
in the soapy suds.
Yes.
And according to Tilly, it's every fucker else's fault.
Yeah.
Communication breaks down in the relationships here.
Yeah.
They're in a throuple.
Yeah, they are, absolutely.
They are,
It's a
yeah.
weird kissy bit at the end.
Yeah.
You made an astute observation of a similar television dynamic that it was like.
Oh, yes. It's basically Will and Grace.
I've never seen Will and Grace.
Oh.
It's that where one
You're
person's
basically Deborah Messing.
gay and then...
It's Deborah Messing, you gays.
That's how I announce myself into every room.
So Will and Grace is gay Will,
Yeah.
and then Grace is his housemate.
Yeah.
She's not gay.
Then you have Jack.
Jack, who turns up, who's very flagrant homosexual.
And then you have Karen.
Karen, who's an icon.
Yeah.
You'd know Karen if you saw Karen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's essentially Tots TV is essentially Will and Grace because you've got Grace, who is Tilly. Yeah, obviously. Will, who is Tiny, I would say.
Okay, I also Will is Tom. He's more
Okay.
sensible.
Yeah.
And then Jack is Tiny because he
Jack is
is
tiny.
loose.
The twink.
Flagrant homosexual.
And which one's Karen?
The donkey. Karen is the donkey.
Anyway.
Anyway.
They
The
talk
accidents
things
happened.
out.
Well, they're
Well,
like,
they-
it's your fault.
Yeah.
And they're all like, it's Tom's fault. I'm like, it's semi-Tom's fault.
Yeah. And they say it's Tiny's fault. And then they say it's Tilly's fault. And I'm like, here we fucking go, lads. Now we're getting to the bottom of things.
My favourite line is from Tiny, who looks at Tilly and says, "You look awful." What a cunt!
But to be fair, Tiny in this situation is entirely blameless.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, if he hadn't thrown the pad in the air, that might have been a thing. But like, so
He-
Tilly
he-
shouldn't have thrown it on Tom.
No.
Tom should have stopped on the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
And Tiny was caught up in the crossfire.
Yeah. Although Tiny is the person who brings in the goblin swearing, I'm going to call it. Don't call me a banana.
You're a banana.
I'll banana you.
And then Tilly's like, banana, banana.
Tilly's just trying to get involved.
But then they're all like, oh, it was the cloth's fault.
Yeah.
Naughty old cloth. Which is my gender. I identify as a naughty old cloth. Update for all you quilt fans, it's going really well.
Oh, good.
It's from a few episodes ago.
Right.
Spoke about a quilt.
Yeah. Should we move on?
It's a naughty old cloth. And then they kiss. They all kiss
They
each
all
other.
kiss each other.
Which is nice.
Very
Yeah.
polyamorous.
It's a
Yeah.
healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a healthy depiction of
they had a kiss.
toddler
That's-
sexuality.
God. I was about to say don't sexualise them, but we called Justine Littlewood a queer icon in the first episode.
But
so-
then, if are we deciding that the tots are actual tots?
I don't think so.
I think they're fully grown goblins, which look
Yeah.
like tots.
Okay, so we can sexualise them. We did just say they fucked.
Sexualise the goblins.
That's our queer trickery.
Should we? Do you reckon it is a queer television program?
Oh,
I mean, well, let's look at the evidence. Let's break it down. We've got the Sakmashik, which is a queer icon into
and
itself.
it controls the whole thing.
Yeah.
So already we've got a gay in power.
Yeah.
A big fan of.
Big rainbow bag.
Big rainbow
That's my
bag.
agenda.
Yeah. Whoa.
And they all have dyed hair. They don't have human-coloured hair.
I mean,
they have
could
goblin
just-
hair.
They could just be from Shoreditch.
It could be, yeah. We've got green, bright red, and blue hair. Mm-hmm. Do straight people have that coloured hair?
No,
No,
never.
they don't. Absolutely
No.
not. So we have that. We have the gay trickery.
Yeah.
Gay trickery from episode 1.
Oh,
Fancy slippers.
Fancy slippers.
Fancy shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes.
The mound of pubic hair, known as Boo.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, that's me. Call me Boo from now on.
Watching, which is let's say the servant of the Sakmashik, just observing the action, so it can report back to its overlord. And then we have the donkey, and that's it. That's the lot. 6 fucking tarts. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. The donkey didn't appear that much in any of the episodes, really.
Poor donkey.
Yeah, poor donkey.
Lovely dog.
Lovely donkey. Yeah, it was just sort of very much a side character
Yeah, it's not like
No
Tots and
attraction.
Donkey TV, is not what it's called.
No.
The Tots are the central trio.
Yeah.
Who I think are in a throuple.
Yes.
Yes.
And
would agree.
Tom's an older gay. Tiny's a twink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not sure about Tilly.
Tilly.
Tilly's French, so like...
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon Tilly dabbled at uni, but, you know.
None of these people went to uni.
They barely know how to look after themselves. They were tossed into the wood one day.
Out of a sack machine. Does it make us queer? That's the question.
I mean, it probably made you a gay nuisance.
Yeah. Oh God, I was a right bastard when I was little. So
You were a
yeah.
right bastard.
Yeah.
In the past.
In the past, yeah.
Bastard.
Bastard,
You're
yeah.
a current bastard too,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Oh, thanks, love.
He's still a gay nuisance.
Yeah, I've been coughing all over this podcast. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Gonna do a big cough now and get it out. Thanks, lads. Okay, so
Can we cut that?
no, absolutely not.
Oh, she's in charge here.
Yeah, no, I insist it goes in.
You often do.
Yeah. Wait. Oh. So in terms of no, I was a right bastard when I was little. Well, I got thrown out of nursery.
What?
Yeah.
You're the only person I've ever met.
Yeah,
who's been-
thrown out of nursery.
What did you do?
I wouldn't sit down for story time. I was a tiny.
You were too full.
Yeah, I was too full to sit down for story time.
You were like, I should be the star of the show.
Exactly. I used to play with a mop.
Oh,
Mop in
how
the
so?
corner.
Okay.
Yeah. Used to play with a mop, and then I used to paint other kids' faces, not with
Whoa.
face paint, but with poster paint. But then I went to a Catholic nursery, and I was all fine.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Religion brings
Yeah.
families
Church.
together.
Famously.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Tumble Tots?
No, I
Yes.
didn't know.
Tumble Tots, yeah.
Tots.
Remembered it from the Tots.
Tots TV.
Tater Tots.
We just
Tots, Tots.
name things with tots in the name.
That's all I thought.
As I
Jelly
mentioned,
Tots. Jelly Tots.
Jelly Tots.
Jelly.
We should have had jelly. Oh, I
Jelly
probably couldn't
Tots.
have had them, but
No.
I'm glad you brought party rings.
You are
That's okay.
hiccuping all over the shop.
Because I've been laughing. She's dead funny as Crudi Dench.
She
Oh,
is.
thanks,
It's
love.
been a lovely pod.
Lovely time. Lovely time.
I think it did influence my queerness.
Yeah. I think it's a queer. It is a queer goblin show.
For us three queer goblins.
And the fact that we can identify so strongly with each of the
Yes.
Tots, I think is a testament to its endearing impact.
I'm just a woman. That's what's like.
You've got red hair.
Okay.
And you can speak 3 words of French.
Où est la piscine?
Oh, it's 4. Oh, she's improving.
Learning every day.
But yeah, I think that wraps up our
Yeah.
discussion of Tots TV. We did your first choice. We were unable to source anywhere on the internet. I even got a Now TV
Yeah.
free trial.
To try and find
Well,
it.
if we
wanted to watch The
find it-
Hoobs.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we should try and find it, and you can come back and review the Hoobs.
The Hoobs
Yeah.
are queer icons as well. Just saying.
Yes.
Roma, elderly lesbian. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get it on DVD.
Yes. Yeah.
Get it prepped.
Another time when you're scraping the barrel for children's TV shows, I'll come back and do my Power Rangers.
That'll also be when we're scraping the barrel for guests.
Yeah. How dare you? I am a premier guest. I've been nothing but a delight coughing all over your podcast. Bringing your party rings. The cheapest biscuit I could find.
We're going to have to Dettol these microphones.
What microphone?
We need to keep up the illusion. We haven't really done much ASMR.
Oh yeah. Should we do a final rub of the rings? Shall we do a final rub of the rings?
Before we rub our rings, Crudi, where can we find you?
You can find me all over the place. Behind
Like a
the back
virus.
of the bins. Sometimes on the tills at Quick Save. No, I'm everywhere. I'm like a bee.
Where can we find you on the internet? Is what I'm saying.
Where can you find me on the internet? RedTube. RedTube. Just type in. Just type in fuzzy slut. I'm the first thing that comes up.
Well,
Or indeed queer goblin.
Queer goblin, yeah. Queer Goblin on YouPorn. No.
Okay, so you don't want any more Instagram?
No,
That's
just
what you're saying.
No, I do. I need it. You can find me at Crudi Dench. It's Crudi with an I, like Judy, but a little bit more crude. Crudi Dench. Or you can follow House of Dench as well, where we post about this. We post about everything. Everything the Denches are doing.
Also, we've got time to talk about it before this podcast comes out.
Yes.
2nd of November.
2nd of November. We've written a bloody play.
I haven't written a play. Crudy's written a play.
And I was nowhere near it.
I'm just saying the lines.
It's called Drag Queens versus Zombies, and it's part of the Takeover Festival in York at the York Theatre Royal.
In the main house.
In the main house.
Actual theatre.
Actual theatre. Who's given us this power?
The Sac Magique.
Yeah.
And tickets are available.
Tickets are available now. Yeah, really big space to fill.
Which we know all about.
So please come. It'll be a great time. It's a camp comedy horror parody with zombies in it.
I play a really fit drag queen called Kate Butch.
And I play a gross drag queen called Crudi Dench.
This will be a stretch.
It's going to be tricky. Caitlin, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at Caitlin R. Powell on Instagram, or Caitlin PWLL, Powell with no vowels, on Twitter. And we've got
our own.
We've got Queers Gone By on Instagram and Twitter.
It's brand new.
Yes.
Give it a follow. Follow me at KateButch1. But yeah, follow Queers Gone By.
Yes.
That's what we need.
For all
follow
Queers Gone
Crudi
By
Dench
news
as well.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you so much for joining
Do
us,
it.
Crudif.
Oh, no worries. Thank you for having me. I will be back, whether you like it or not. I'll crawl through your windows, through the gaps.
You know where I live
Trespass
now.
like Tom.
Yeah. No, I'm like a liquid. I can just melt myself down, come through the cracks.
Sticky.
Won't be the first time I come through the cracks.
Oh no.
Right.
Let's rub our rings.
I haven't got a ring to rub.
Well, get a ring.
Thanks.
I'm hesitant to rub the rings now. After what we've just heard. Right.
rubbing
Join
the
us
rings.
again on Queers Gone By, won't you?
Goodbye.
Next week.
Goodbye now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Cheers to the rings. Bye.
Cruncher.